I'll lead off with that's a really good team. I think they're really solid and sound and committed to what they do, especially on the defensive end. I think you can see that. It wasn't our best offensive day, that's for sure, but a lot of that was due to them. They did a good job pressuring the ball, took us out of some things offensively that we wanted to do in conjunction with the fact that a couple guys had poor shooting days, and then I thought one of the bigger factors was at the rim. They did a great job of challenging shots at the rim. You know, with their length and athleticism, and the fact that they play really hard. They're not afraid to be physical. It's a good basketball team. I thought defensively, I felt pretty good about what we did defensively for the most part. You know, there are 3 or 4 possessions here or there, but it's basketball. Not too many people pitch shutouts in basketball, but I thought we did a pretty good job defensively. We just struggled mightily on the offensive end tonight.
Question for Coach. Steve?
Second straight game where you've kind of struggled from 3-point range. How much of that is y'all, and how much of that is just the level of competition playing Florida State?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think there may be some validity to that. I think you got incremental differences in the length of contests on the perimeter than what we faced in some other games. So, you know, an inch or two plus in wingspan plus verticality, that impacts, makes you rush a shot maybe just a little bit more. So I wouldn't discredit that their length in both of these 2 games impacted our shooting ability at times. I mean, was the atmosphere part of it? Who knows? You know, I've been around a bunch of games, and oftentimes when guys see a game that's a big game, and you know, when you throw a number in front of Tennessee's name on television, it makes it a bigger game for 18 to 22-year-old guys. So, you know, oftentimes you get in that scenario, and some guys perform really well, and some guys don't perform as well. And I think it was definitely something, especially once they blocked a couple shots around the basket, but then also from the 3 from the perimeter. It was length and then a little bit of shot quality.
Back then, Coach.
Coach, there's games when any team can get by when you're not shooting the ball well. What about tonight when this opponent makes that extra difference?
Yeah, you can't do that against these guys. They're going to play possession defense. You have to have some sort of efficiency when you're doing it. You know, having said that, I thought if we played defense at a high level, which I thought we did for the most part in this game, I thought if we played defense at a high level that we didn't have to have any sort of earth-shattering, record-breaking night offensively. I thought we had to have a pretty good day offensively if we did what we needed to do defensively, and we did not have a pretty good day. So, but yeah, that was the end of the game. I mean, the difference in the game was just, I think, offensively we struggled to finish some plays off around the basket particularly, and then that extended out to the 3-point line too.
Lamont, you've got a guy like John Fulkerson who doesn't necessarily affect the score sheet tonight. There's 4 rebounds, 1 block that you can't. I mean, what can you do to simulate what he brings to a team defensively?
It's hard because he's so active and plays with such a high motor, and you're going to tell your other guys to, you know, hey, this is what the guy does. His blue collar has a blue collar. He's going to play physical and aggressive and play hard. And so it's hard to get guys to simulate that because that's what separates him. It's probably, I mean, I don't know, I'm not around him every day, but it's probably a big part of the reason why he's able to play at this level, because he plays like that. And so it affected the game. And it's not going to be in the stat sheet very often, but I thought his activity was definitely a factor. His activity in ball screens, his activity as a rebounder, his activity just as a pesky defender around the basket. So he impacted the game. There's no question.
One in the back there.
Coach, what would you say the biggest problem for you guys were today within your team?
You know, I don't know if I say problem, but the ball didn't go in the basket very much. So that was, I thought we competed at a high level. I did. And that's with we had a couple glaring blatant mistakes that we normally don't do, probably 4 of those that led to baskets. And so, you know, if you could get 2 or 3 of those to not be there, that's a number that you can deal with on the road at a good team. That's a number you can deal with. You have to manufacture some offense somehow. And we typically have. We've had other games where we scored 90, you know, and so we're still trying to find our way that way. But again, you got a couple guys, you know, we got guys like Matt Ryan that's been in this building before, and he wants to show that he's going to play really well. Like it goes a lot of different ways. You know, it's again, I think the game itself might have gotten to us a little bit on the offensive end in conjunction with the fact that they were long and athletic defenders. But at the end of the day, I think the biggest thing was we were not able to be efficient on the offensive end by any stretch of the imagination.
You know, time for one more. Anything? All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.